Okay, so I asked for Q&A questions on my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. And so far I have 3 from my last Q&A that someone asked in the comments, because obviously I'm not very popular, which is totally fine, but I love filming Q&As and I never get questions. So what I have done is asked all of my friends to ask me questions. That's how cool I am. Every time. That one time I got a bunch of questions and I filmed like a second video because I was so excited about it. And that's never happened again. I guess for now I can answer the 3 that I already have. So this was from someone who watched some of my other ones. But it's okay, one of the questions is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I feel like I might have answered this, but I don't remember. So I'm just gonna answer it again. 5 years, I'm gonna be 29. That means I'm gonna be 1 year away from being 30. Oh god, terrifying. But I'm hoping that by then I would probably be married. I hope. Maybe even have a kid. I know it's 5 years, only 5 years. I can't even, I mean, it's so crazy because when you think 5 years ago, not much has changed, but I feel like at this point, a lot could change in 5 years. At least I hope it does. Like, I hope I'm not doing the exact same thing, sitting here not having any questions for a Q&A in 5 years. That would be really sad. The next question was, if you could date a celebrity, who would it be and why? The thing is, if I could date a celebrity, I would want them to be not that famous. Like, I wouldn't want to date someone really, really, really famous because it would freak me out. I wouldn't be interested in that kind of lifestyle. I wouldn't want to have to move to LA and stuff. I do really like Andrew Garfield. He's someone I'm really interested in. Like, I just always, like, in interviews, I just love his personality, and there's a lot of other celebrities I look at and think, wow, like, I really like them. But as of recently, there's a celebrity who you might not even have heard of unless you watch The Voice, but Brendan Fletcher, who's from New Jersey. In fact, his voice is like everything, the way he dresses, he's just gorgeous. I don't know why I like him so much, and obviously I don't really know him, and like, it's weird I would say that I would want to date him, but I feel like if I met him, we would really click. At least I would hope so. And then the last question from the last Q&A was your most embarrassing sports moment. I don't know if I've told the story because I'm not really like a sports person. I did cheerlead like way back, like I was a cheerleader in like 7th grade, and that's also when this happened. I played softball, like in middle school I tried to be into sports, and I played softball and I was terrible, like unbelievably terrible at it. I was probably the worst person on the team, and my 2 most embarrassing moments actually happened in the same game. In one inning I had hit the ball and it was like a really bad hit. It was like a ground ball, and I was trying to run to first base and I tripped because someone, I don't really know how it happened, and I tripped over them and slid kind of completely on my side from my shoulder all the way down to my hip to my knee. It was like scraped. It was so bad. And then actually I was like sore for the rest of that game, and then later in the game I was like, oh, like I want to try to play. So I got up to bat, and our team was doing so well, they just kept not getting out. So we had like 0 outs, and I got all 3 outs in 1 inning. I literally struck out once, I think, and then I got out running to the first base, and then I struck out again, all in 1 inning. Like, I got all 3 outs for my entire team. Okay, and then I asked my friends for questions, and my friend who lives in England right now sent me a bunch. The first one is, if you can go back to redo college, what major would you pick? I probably wouldn't go back, honestly. Like, if I could go back to the time where I would have picked something, I would have just not went, or I just would have went to community college and probably would have picked like communications. And I wouldn't have picked English, just because although I love writing, I would have just wanted to do creative writing. I wouldn't have wanted to do, like, I just think the other classes I took were such a waste of my time. I didn't learn anything in so many of them, so I probably would have done communications or something like that. Communications, media, public relations. Although I don't love that side of what I do, I feel like I would have learned a lot. How do you imagine your life to be like now when you were young? Oh, so when I was younger, how did I imagine my life would be now? In high school, like when I was 16, 17 years old, I thought by the time I was 24 years old, I would be definitely not living at home. I would be married, or at least engaged, perhaps even with a kid on the way. I mean, when I was in high school, I was like ready to have a kid. I was like, I want to get married really young, like right out of college, and have a kid. Like, I'm so ready for that, and I thought it was set in stone. So, what do you think your future husband is doing right now? Oh my god. Hopefully it's the middle of the day on a Wednesday, so hopefully he's at work. And how many kids do you want? I guess it kind of depends how it goes after the first one, but I feel like as of right now I'd want 2 or 3. When I was younger I was like 5, I want so many. But now I'm like more realistic. I probably want to have 2 and then like adopt a 3rd one. What's your favorite store? She didn't like specify clothing or anything like that. I'm gonna go with Target. It sounds so basic. Oh, it sounds so basic, it like hurts. But I mean, I like a lot of clothing stores, and I really like PacSun, and I love Nordstrom. But Target just has everything. Like, you can go there and literally get anything you would need. If you had to be one hair color for the rest of your life, which would you pick? Oh my god, no. She knows me so well. I don't know, probably darker. You know, I'm gonna put a picture in so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. I want it to be, if I could have this hair color the rest of my life and not have to like touch it up, and it was just like that forever, I think I could live with it, with like dark roots, like definitely darker than my natural roots, like a dark brown with light kind of beachy sandy blonde highlights throughout. Okay, stranded on an island can only bring 3 things. What would they be? And who would you want to be stranded with? Ooh. Oh, it depends if I'm gonna get saved or not. Oh, I hate these questions. They're so hard to answer. Okay, so who would I want to be stranded with? Probably someone who knows how to survive on an island, to be honest. Like someone who's like in the military, or Tom Hanks, because obviously he knows what he's doing. I don't know, like definitely someone who knows what they're doing, like who knows how to make food, clean water and fish and things like that, because I don't know anything like that at all. The 3 things I would want to take with me, I don't want to make it like all about survival. There probably is not going to be any cell reception, so I probably wouldn't want to take my cell phone. It'd be great to get off my cell phone and like not be tuned into everything. Oh, I'd love to take a cat with me, but that wouldn't really help with it. Okay, lip balm. Probably, because my lips would be so chapped. Like a lip balm with SPF in it, so I could like use it as SPF too, so I wouldn't burn. So I wouldn't want the internet really, and I wouldn't want like my phone, but I'd love to just like be able to watch TV on like an island. A lighter, that would probably make life a lot easier. If you could move to any country in the world, where would you go? England. Yeah, if I like wasn't living in the United States, probably England. I mean, Canada seems interesting, but I just think England, I'm like really interested in their country, and I just find it super interesting. And I love that they have like farms and like all this land, and it's so like peaceful and quiet. But then there's also like the city, but it's not like New York, you know? Does that make sense? What is your favorite food to cook / bake? Oh, this is hard. Okay, so baking, I'd probably cupcakes because you get to have the most fun decorating them. And then to cook, probably some kind of like a pasta mixture that you make in like a frying pan. Not like frying it, but like you make it in a pan with like tomatoes or vegetables or something. If you could only wear one color, which one would it be? Oh, this is gonna be so boring. I would say black, but probably gray. Like I could wear a bunch of different shades of gray. That's funny. But I just think I look the best in gray. Not necessarily this gray, since I'm literally blending into the wall right now, but like a dark heather gray. Favorite piece of jewelry you own? I'm not a big jewelry person really. Probably the gold cross my dad gave me for my birthday, because it just like, it's not only sentimental and like it means a lot that he like went out and picked it out all by himself, but it's really nice and it looks good and I like it a lot. So probably that. I think if I lost that, I would die. Biggest dumb fear. Oh my god, there's so many. My biggest dumb fear, are you kidding? She knows me so well. All my fears are pretty dumb. Like you guys have seen my anxiety videos, like I just get scared of like the stupidest things. Probably waiting in line. That's probably the one thing that like gets me the most anxious. Not even just in line, but like waiting in general. It makes me feel so anxious, but it's dumb. Like it literally is so stupid. And then she said, name a country you didn't know existed. I just found out there's a country called Malta. Who knew? Oh, you know, there's a TV show called ER. It's like a hospital drama. And it obviously is over now. I think there's like 16 seasons or something, and I've seen every episode. There was a doctor in the show, and he was from Croatia. And for the longest time, I swear, I started watching this when I was pretty young, like 12 or 13. For like years before that show like took off, and I like realized I thought Croatia was like a made-up country for that TV show. Like obviously Croatia is a real place, but I thought it was like so made up. Like I literally thought they made up a country. Yeah. Thank you. She's amazing. She sent me so many questions. And then my cousin asked me perfect date outfit. It depends, I guess, what the date is. It depends if you're going somewhere fancy or you're going like somewhere casual. But I'm gonna say like if I was going on a first date with someone, we're probably doing something pretty casual. I think like a perfect first date outfit is something casual but cute. A comfortable pair of booties, black jeans, gray sweater or shirt or tank top depending on the weather, and a jean jacket, and then like a scarf if it was required. Anything, I think, as long as you feel comfortable and like you have the confidence in the outfit, you're good to go. Waiting for more questions. So I think that was my last question. Thank you so much to my friend Corinne and anyone else who gave me questions. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. You learned some bits about me. If you do have questions and you didn't realize I was doing this video, make sure that you are following me on social media so you know that you can ask them. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!